coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Wine on Saturday, wine on Sunday. But coach told me I can never miss a Monday.
Good evening. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Real Estate Call-In Show with Coach Mike. I'm your host, Rick Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I invite you to do so at Prime Real Estate Rick. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, but especially here in our lovely city of Houston, you can reach me directly on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. As always, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you this week. And I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that's checking us out live on YouTube and Facebook. Hey, get involved in tonight's show. Go into the comment section and leave Coach Mike a relevant real estate question. And you never know, our super producer, Jay Joseph, may very well choose your question to be answered on tonight's show. As always, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. And I want to take some time to introduce my co-host. He is not only a highly successful real estate broker, but he is also the co-founder of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. I want to thank him so much for sitting in on Monday Night Live with me this week. And I'd like to introduce to the audience, Mr. Michael G. Davis. How you doing, Coach Mike?
Man, what is going on, Prime Real Estate Rick? Well, I'm super excited to be here on this Monday. I know we got some good gems that we about to drop to the people. Man, it's just a great time to be a realtor, buddy.
Hey, man, look, man, thank you so much for sitting in. The great thing about doing this show with you on Monday night is that we're always fresh off of a super exciting and productive weekend. So first things first, Coach Mike, what's been going on this past weekend in the world of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, and what's been going on in the world of CEO Coach Mike?
Say, man, it's been an exciting time. So I just got back from New Orleans. Shout out to the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, put together a phenomenal annual conference, annual convention, had over 1,500 people attending. It's the premier network for Black real estate professionals. And when I tell you we showed out, we showed out. Great coming back with the news of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm as a brokerage was a part of the top 100 Black real estate professionals in the United States. We actually landed number 8 as far as the top brokerages and number 4 as it related to the top independent Black brokerage firms across the United States. So definitely something to pat ourselves on the back for. And then again, shout out to all of those that were part of that list. Rick, this is going to blow your mind. When they added up all the production of that top 100, $4.7 billion worth of production between us 100 individuals, man. So just to be in the room, just to be associated with that list, that was super amazing. But now that I'm back, right? So went out of town, out for a whole week. We're dealing with Hurricane Beryl. From a programming standpoint, it's been crazy slow. But I'm back now, and we're going to end it strong as we go into finalizing this quarter and going into the next. And I'm super excited about the stuff that we have coming down the pipeline for people that's going to be a part.
You know, the great thing is that we talk about on not only this show, but other shows on BND TV, the importance of networking, the importance of being involved, and the importance of being around like-minded professionals in order to share best practices. So could you just share another tidbit that you may have picked up in New Orleans, something that you could share to the real estate community that checks us out, something that you feel like would help to put us in a better position to be successful?
So absolutely, Rick. So I attended a session and one of the things that really stood with me, you know, as we're talking about networking, right? So these are people from all over the United States, real estate agents, real estate brokers. So there's opportunity to just really expand and scale your space, going from state to state, building relationships. And one of the sessions, the point that he made was like, you know, whenever you meet somebody new, you should never walk away from someone new without knowing something that you didn't know. Right? I'm gonna say it again. You should never walk away from somebody new without knowing something about them that you didn't know. And something as simple as, Rick, I was riding in the lift going from the hotel back to the airport, right? And that's what I heard, right? You're around this person, right? He's not saying nothing, I'm not saying nothing, and this is what I hear. You should never be around somebody or walk away from somebody without knowing something, at least one thing that you didn't know. And it just kind of prompted me to engage, right? Because that's what it's about. You got to engage. You got to take action. You got to engage. So it forced me to engage with this individual. And I feel like that's a powerful habit and technique that anybody can take, because in our business, especially, the more people you know, the greater impact and the greater potential you have for your business. So you want to meet and you want to talk and you want to engage with people that you're around. So that was an excellent nugget that I got from this week.
No, that's outstanding, man. And I appreciate you for sharing, because someone like yourself with decades of experience in the real estate space, to see you come back from a conference like that with a renewed energy, with a renewed vigor, simply because you've been around these type of professionals, could serve as an example for everyone in our audience that you never can take these things too lightly. You can never feel as if, oh, I've seen this before, it's going to be the same old same. Because if CEO Coach Mike can go out to these type of conferences and come back with a new aura and a new energy, I think we'll all be best served to put ourselves in that type of environment, man. So thank you so much for sharing.
No, absolutely, man. Shameless plug. If you don't know about NAREB, the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, if you're not a part of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, I know here locally in Houston, it's the Houston Black Real Estate Association. Every year I'm going to the national conference, Rick, because every year it just feels different, right? You got 1,500 like-minded, powerful, operating at a high level, and people in the same building at once. Like the energy's different. I can't even describe how it feels, right? And that's an organization. If you're Black, if you're a professional, if you believe in equity when it comes to real estate and democracy and housing and things like that, y'all need to come see us. You need to come home.
No, let's
do this together.
Man. No, I thank you so much, man. It's great. The energy that you have now is so infectious. So I want to thank you so much for sharing that part of last week. And I'm really excited how your responses will be to this week's questions, considering that you've been around so many talented professionals. So if you're ready, Coach Mike, I wanted to hit you with question number 1 for this week.
Come on, man. Bring it on.
Coach Mike, how many homes on average does a buyer need to view before buying one? Okay. Yes, sir. That's a great question.
Rick, they need to view as many as they need to view. Nah, here we go. Right? Here we go. Here's the reality of it. All right. When a person comes to you as a professional, right, they're relying on you to present to them something that fits within the realm of what they're looking for. All right. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road in our business, Rick. People come to us, and you can attest to this. Buyers come to us thinking they know what they want, but don't know what they want, right? So a skill set that tends to get lost on real estate professionals is the skill set of helping people determine what it is they truly want, right? I'm gonna say it again, Rick. They come to us thinking they know what they want, but if you've closed enough transactions with enough buyers, you know they don't know what they want. And through the process of working with you as a professional, it should become easier and easier and clearer. Let me say that. It should become clearer to them what it is they truly want. That's a skill set, Rick, and that's a skill set that's being lost in our industry. So to the question, how long does it take for a buyer to, how many houses does it take for a buyer to find the one that they want? It really depends on the skill set of the professional that they're working with. Mm-hmm. Because if you're not good at helping flesh out what the buyer is truly looking for, what they're truly wanting as it relates to quality of life, or their true motivations and their true why of why they're making this move. Like if you're not good at exercising a skill around that, then man, these people may have to see 100 houses because you ain't doing your part. Because it can happen one of two ways. It can happen either through your guidance as a professional, through conversing with them, through, taking what they've seen and dialoguing to take some pros here, take some cons there, and really come up with what it is they want. That it can either happen that way, or it can happen after they've seen 100 houses. They've seen so much that's in the market and so much context. They finally land on, this is what I want, right? But guess what, Rick? Most of the time, the buyer won't even make it there because they're so fatigued. They've seen so many houses that they just say, forget it. I'll do this again later, right? So it really depends on you. So to the person that asked the question, first of all, I really appreciate them engaging and asking the questions, right? So keep the questions coming. But my response would be, don't worry so much about how many houses that a buyer needs to see, right? I want you to be more intentional about saying, I'm going to be the type of real estate professional, I'm going to be the type of agent that's going to be skilled enough to help guide a buyer to what it is they really want, right? And sometimes, Rick, you may get it the first go. They may need to only look at one house. That's possible. There's been times, man, we working with somebody and the very first house was the one, but they just felt like, man, it's too easy, right? It's too easy. I got to look at some other houses because I just can't pick the first one. I don't just pick the first house. I'm not the kind of person that just picks the first, like, okay, all right. We'll go through your process, right? But then they end up coming back around to the first one if it's still available, right? So that's what I would do, Rick. That's how I would handle it.
Now, just to follow up, because that was really great advice, but I must help us reflect back on one of your previous trainings that you've done in-house for our agents, and that goes to utilizing available resources. One of the things that you've shared with the Brooks and Davis team is that there are definitely sources or services as far as showings where you can reconcile what's the best use of your time.
Right.
To the person who asked this question, Coach Mike has done some trainings where he discusses things like, where's your time best served? If you can utilize a showing agent to do the driving and the opening of the doors and open you up and free your time up to do more income producing activity, that may be something to consider. And I also, to your earlier point, Coach Mike, if there was someone that were doing these showings for you, then it wouldn't put you in a position to have to really worry about how many homes someone is seeing, which would probably positively affect your bedside manner and your customer service from that standpoint. So could you just reflect a little bit about how you've talked about utilizing these type of resources as an agent and having those type of people on your power team?
No, absolutely, Rick. At some point as a real estate professional that's having a large amount of success, you're going to have to relinquish the showing part of things because it is very time consuming, right? And as you grow and as you scale, sometimes it's hard to want to let that go because you just feel like you gotta be there when they're watching it, when they're seeing the house for the first time. You gotta be there. You gotta see their reactions. You gotta help them deal with their apprehensions. And you just feel like you gotta be there until you let it go. And then when you finally let it go, you realize you can have all of that dissertation with people. You ain't got to be in the house with them. You don't have to see what they see because guess what, Rick? It ain't about you, no way. It ain't about whether you like it or don't like it or what you see and don't see. It's about helping them come to whatever conclusions they want to come to as far as this fitting the needs that they're looking for. So no, you ain't got to be there. No, you ain't got to see it. You just need to help navigate their recollection and their experience. That's what it's about. So again, I go back to the 100 houses. Like, that's not the experience that you want your clients to have, right? That's not the best experience. You're not making things easier for them. You're making it more difficult. But to the question, Rick, when it comes to the showing agents, right? There's plenty of people out there, man, that they can absolutely take that off your plate, go drive some people around, open up some houses for them. That's an excellent opportunity, especially for somebody that's brand new, that doesn't have any business, for them to get some experience and some exposure to being with clients and not necessarily have the pressure of, oh, I got to get these people to like me. I got to get these people to accept me. No, it's just this is somebody else's client, but I'm here providing a service, and it helps me get comfortable working with clients and working with people. So that's an excellent exercise and an excellent opportunity for a brand new agent that's never done it.
No, absolutely. And I just wanted to make sure I brought that up because I've heard you, I've sat in that training with you, and it's something that has always stuck with me. And I felt like this was the perfect opportunity to allow the audience to get a little bit of a tidbit of a Coach Mike personal training session. So.
Absolutely. I'll give them a tool. Listen, I'll give them a place. There's a company called Showami, right? And you can join them as a showing agent as well as hire showing agents. It's kind of like an Uber for showing agents, right? So you ain't got to make no contract. You ain't got to have no commitment. You just say, hey, I need this house. I need some property shown to this person. You go to Showami. They're all licensed real estate agents because you have to be one to be a part of the network. And they're throughout the United States. You could literally work with somebody in another state and get them into a property utilizing this website. So Showami.com. It's a great opportunity if you want to pick up showing some properties to people on people's behalf, or if you're needing it without making a long-term commitment or hiring a showing agent and bringing them on. You can go to this site and do it, a la carte.
Hey, man, perfect. And like I say, I'm sure Showami appreciates the plug and the shout out. You know what I mean?
I know. We need them to sponsor us, man. We need to get that sponsorship out of them, man.
Hey, look, but no, I appreciate you for being so transparent, because that's one of the things that helps me be so proud that we can host this show together, is because it's those type of tidbits, that type of information that can help new agents scale up and help seasoned agents add more to their success ladder. So thank you so much, Coach Mike. We have a second question for you lined up this week. So without any further ado, let's see question number 2.
Let's go, man.
Coach Mike, I'm looking for a rental home, but I do not have the best credit. However, I have the income. What would be the best way to work around this?
Okay. All right. That's a good question. So I'm assuming this is coming from a consumer, right?
Yes.
And, what's the best way to work around not having the credit, but having the income? All right. So at the end of the day, it's left up to the landlord. It's their level. This is their temperature. And when you're thinking about a real estate professional, here's another place where we can come in and give people guidance, right? Because if I'm working with a landlord, and what I try to get the landlord to understand is that don't try to base your decision on a single metric, right? Credit. They got bad credit, right? Or they don't have the income, or they have this thing that's on their criminal, right? Don't look at just one metric, right? Let's look at the totality of it all, right? And then let's look for some areas that can, counterbalance a blip, right? So if the credit is not so much, but they can verify income that's 5 or 6 times the rent, then that's something that we can work through. One of the things that we ask consumers to do, like when we're working with them, we ask them to go ahead and write a letter that explains whatever your issues are, right? So if your credit has took some hits, then go ahead and write a letter to explain what happened with the credit. Because to contrary belief, right? credit is not about your character.
Right.
Right? Credit does not define your character. All right. Credit is circumstantial.
Right.
And what that means is if at the time of this circumstance, it was between me paying this credit card or paying my light bill, the circumstances didn't afford me the ability to pay this credit card, right? If it was between me paying my car note, or hey, right here, Rick, if it was between me paying my rent, right, Mr. Landlord, versus paying this phone bill, and I opted to pay my rent, right? So it's not about character. It doesn't define your character, right? So if you come in with bad credit, but the rental history is like the landlord's like, I would absolutely rent to this person again.
Right.
Like that definitely should hold more weight than a credit score, right? So my recommendation to the individual is don't worry about the credit. Let's talk about the package. Like, how can we package it in such a way to where when presented to the landlord, number one, they don't just see you as an application or a piece of paper. You want to personalize it so they see you as a person, right? That's going to greatly increase your chances of them accepting you, right? I mean, it's just like anything else. What they say, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust, right? Well, guess what? Landlords hire to people that they know, like, and trust, right? So if you can create that level of experience for the landlord, regardless of what the numbers and how the numbers shake up, if they look at your application package and they walk away with a sense of being able to trust you and being able to like you, right? Then you 2/3 of the way there. So that's how I would handle it, Rick.
No, and that's great advice. And I would also add, from a real estate or a realtor's perspective, this is where we have, as professionals, get opportunity to jump in, roll our sleeves up, and truly show our true worth and value in the market. Because to your earlier point, when Coach Mike says, let's present a package, he means that literally. Let's get all of the information together, pay information, banking information, any explanations, letters about prior rental histories, any commendations or recommendations to the positive as far as your character and your paying history.
That's
because when you do that, not only do you personalize your clients, but then secondly, you help to circumvent some of the application fees.
That's right.
That can be a part of continuously applying and not having any idea of possibilities, what's going on as far as other applications that they may be considering. So I urge everyone in our audience, take Coach Mike's advice, humanize, personalize, give a 3D view of your clients. Let those landlords, let those listing agents get a full 360 of your family and why it would be to their benefit as well as to our benefit to get into a mutually beneficial business relationship. So thank you so much, Coach Mike, because it's really important that you share that message with everyone.
So, I'm gonna give them this, Rick, and this is a story of what they say, a true story, a true life story, true scenario, a true real life scenario, right? Case study. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm like, what is the word I'm looking for? Okay, so case study. All right. So this actually just happened through the use of our process and what we coach people on when it comes to working with people looking to rent or lease a home. Because of our process, one of our agents, and this is a brand new agent, right? Try that on for context, right? Yeah. So somebody that had never done this before, right? And sometimes those are the easiest ones, Rick, because they follow instructions.
They're very coachable. Absolutely.
Right? They're very coachable. I mean, they don't have anything to compare it against. So yeah, of course, what I'm saying is right. Like, what else you have to compare it against? So she did it, followed it to a T, step by step, right? And it's so funny because the applicant got approved. This is before she told me what was going on with the applicant. This person had 2 evictions. 2 evictions, right? And Rick, she had only had to work with the lady a week or so before she got a landlord to accept. And They didn't have to pay double deposit, Rick. They ain't have to pay first and last. She got them approved, ready to go with 2 evictions on them because of the process, because of what we're talking about and humanizing things, man. So I had to share that, put that cherry on top so people understand we know what we're talking about.
And just to absolutely encapsulate everything that we've been sharing to the audience, what Coach Mike is saying is if we can provide 90 days bank statements, 90 days pay stubs, we can do credit and background check, letter of any explanations of any complications or challenges we've had to deal with. We're confident that a knowledgeable and experienced realtor can help put those people who perceive themselves of having a challenging situation in a position to find a home to rent that they would love to live in and love to have their family stay in. So appreciate that advice, Coach Mike. I hope everyone in the audience heeds those words.
Absolutely.
You know, we're at the point of the show, Coach Mike, where we try to give all the members of our audience an idea of what they can expect this week. For those who follow us on BND TV, that are subscribers to the YouTube channel, for those Brooks and Davis agents and affiliates that like to check us out on Monday Night Live. So, Coach Mike, as far as what's going on this week over at Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, what are the events that you guys have planned, and what can you share with our audience, sir?
Absolutely, Rick. I would love to share. All right. So first of all, BND TV, our digital network. I mean, it all kind of starts here. You know, I was talking to the leadership team. You know, you come back from these conferences on fire, Rick. So talking to the leadership team, and we got big plans for BND TV and how we want to scale it, right? Because we believe the kind of content that we provide, like with me and you on Mondays, Rick, and some of the other shows that we're going to talk about, that's great content. People will really get a lot from the value, and it needs to be put in front of a wider audience. So we're making a commitment. We're going to do what's required to get more people to be able to experience BND TV on a weekly basis. All right. With that being said, you've all just experienced Monday Night Live, where we give true value information to help real estate professionals and consumers with some things, some misconceptions, some of what's going on in the marketplace. Right now, tomorrow we're going to be doing our Real to Life podcast. It's a weekly show where every Tuesday we go live at 12:30 with myself, SEO Coach Mike, and I'm interviewing dynamic real estate professionals so you can get to learn their story. I dive into the life passions of real estate professionals. So we're going to have an amazing guest on tomorrow, Miss Lisa Benoit. She's a nature enthusiast. She's with Lucky Money Real Estate, which is a brokerage firm here in the city. And she has a phenomenal story. I love her spirit. I love her heart. So you are going to want to hear about Lisa tomorrow. So I encourage you, I implore you to come on tomorrow at 12:30 live. We go live on Facebook. We go live on YouTube. So there's an opportunity in the comment section for you to participate in the show and get a lot out of it. If you're a real estate professional and you're interested in being a part and being a guest on Real to Life podcast, we love to have you. There's a QR code right there on the screen. You should be able to scan it, fill out the guest questionnaire, and we will get you booked because we would love to put you in front of our audience so they can learn about you as well. All right. Now, also tomorrow at 2:30, we're doing our Real Estate Happy Hour live. We really enjoy this show. Our hosts, our special guests, we discuss a plethora of things, social media trending topics, current events, real estate industry related topics, along with some real estate advice to consumers and realtors. It's such a lighthearted show. It's where real estate professionals, we talk about randomness, right? It's just kind of like being in a shop talk, being in the barbershop, being in the beauty shop. Mm-hmm. And the best part about the show is that the audience has the opportunity to get on the screen with us and share their thoughts about our topic. So we've all been checking out the Olympics, right? We've been, looking at all the different events, the takeover of Paris. So that's what's going to be the point of conversation on tomorrow at 2:30. So check in, whether you want to be on the screen or not. Check in, see what we're talking about, get involved in the conversation. And it's a very entertaining show. And You will be glad that you took advantage of it. Right. All right. And then finally, Brooks and Davis Real Estate BND TV. It's anchored by one of the best shows out there, the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm blessed to be a partner in Monday Night Live with the co-host of that show as well. So, Rick, I'm going to go ahead and move over and let you speak to the people about what you all have coming up with you all's show.
No, I appreciate it, Coach Mike. Man, I want to invite everyone in the audience to check out myself and the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, every Thursday at 12 noon Central Standard Time for the Prime Real Estate Network Live. On this show, myself and Mr. Brooks, we open up our real estate portfolio of contacts, business partners, and affiliates to everyone in the audience so that you know all of the reputable, dependable, and experienced professionals in and around not only the city of Houston, but all over the great state of Texas and the United States of America. So if you haven't had an opportunity to check us out, you are cordially invited. I promise you will get a lot of value added from our show. And once again, we invite you to get involved. So if you check us out live on YouTube or Facebook, leave us a question in the comment section. You never know, the Texas Real Estate King may very well answer your question live on Thursday's show. So thanks again, Coach Mike. Everyone in the audience, you're invited to check us out on Prime Real Estate Network Live on Thursdays.
Good stuff, man. Do it. Don't be the one to miss out. You don't be that person. All right, so now, go ahead, subscribe to the Houston Real Estate Channel. It's powered by Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. This is another one of our assets that we're super excited about, providing so much value to the marketplace. You know, on the Houston Real Estate Channel, we explore the vibrant neighborhoods of Houston, Texas. You're able to get valuable insights on Houston's real estate market with our diverse range of videos, including in-depth market reports and essential tips for buyers and sellers. It's not just Houston, it's Houston and all the surrounding areas. And we talk about, what's the thing that people always say in real estate, Rick? Location, location, location. So whether you're moving into Houston or moving around Houston and you want to get that insight on what to expect in whatever location you're looking at, then jump on the Houston Real Estate Channel, subscribe to it today, and you're going to be exposed to a library of information from schools, from available real estate opportunities to purchase, from recreational opportunities and parks and buildings and employers. Like, you're going to get all the information from all these multiple locations. So there's no need for you to go anywhere else. So subscribe to the Houston Real Estate Channel today. Next, we have our, here we go. Our money back guarantee, Rick. We did it, right? We finally created something that differentiates us from any other brokerage firm. And I mean any. I mean Keller Williams. I mean Century 21, Caldwell Banker, the mom and pop down the road. I don't care who it is. Rick, I've been doing this for 20 years. I just left a conference where there were over 1,500 people. I don't know, and I didn't meet any brokerage firm that gives a money back guarantee when you join their brokerage firm. None. Zero, Rick. Zero. Money back guarantee. And that's because we are so confident with our process of how we develop our agents and put them in a position to succeed that we will give not only the money that they give to Brooks and Davis in fees back, we will also give back if they don't close the transaction. We will give back whatever money that they've invested into HAR's membership, that they've invested in purchasing a super key, right? That they've invested in signing up for the multiple listings. Like, Rick, so that means that's not even a rebate. We're not even talking about a rebate, Rick. We're talking about taking money out of our pocket that you've paid to other organizations and giving it back to you if we don't deliver on what we promise you. It's a money back guarantee like no other, Rick. So proud that we've able to figure it out. And now we've launched it to the marketplace. And listen, if you don't give us a shout, if you don't give us a try, and you give somebody else a try, you got to be out your mind. Because what other guarantee can you have of this thing working out for you? Give it a go. Give it a try, man. So, man, super, super excited about the money back guarantee. All right. Also, we have our World Changers community, right? The World Changers community is about connection. It's about collaboration. It's for individuals that are not a part of Brooks & Davis real estate firm, yet they have their real estate license or they're in the process of getting their real estate license. It's a way to get connected, right? Mm-hmm. You'll be able to unlock the potential of your real estate career by becoming a part of this membership. You'll join a supportive family where you can grow, innovate, and be recognized, right? Embrace diversity as we reshape real estate with impactful solutions for all communities. I'm going to say it again, right? Because everything that I just said, you're like, oh, that must be what they do for their agents. Well, obviously we do it for our agents, but we've created a community where we'll do it for you as well, right? Because like-minded individuals looking to move in the same direction. That's our World Changers community. Make a difference by engaging in local initiatives for a brighter future. Elevate your education beyond transactions and prepare for success, including acing the real estate exam. So we've even created a community where individuals that are not yet licensed, but they've made a commitment into getting into our industry. There's a community now that they can connect to, that they can be supported as they move towards passing the exam and truly getting on board and into what we're doing. Enjoy accessibility, easy collaboration within our vibrant community. And here's the best part, Rick. It doesn't cost anything. It won't cost you a dime. The only investment required is your time. The rest is on the house. Join us now and let's make your real estate journey unforgettable. You know, there are two ways to be a part of it. All you got to do is go to the screen, click on join. But there are two ways that you can be a part of the World Changers community. If you already have a real estate license, we invite you to explore the World Changers community. Take the next step, click on the link. When you see the button that says World Changers Community, click on it. You'll be able to learn more as well as sign up. The second way is if you're in the process of obtaining or interested in getting your real estate license, then again, there's an exclusive opportunity waiting for you through the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Student Affiliate Membership. That's another one of the assets that we have as a brokerage firm and that we're super proud of. Go to the website on the screen. Look for the button that says Real Estate Student Affiliate. Click on it. You're going to learn more about it. You'll also be able to sign up for the affiliate membership. We love to have you on board, man. I'm super thrilled to share this incredible opportunity with you, knowing it aligns perfectly with your interests and goals. Join us in shaping the future of real estate. All right. And then finally, stay in the loop with us, connect with us, social media. We're everywhere. You know, follow us on LinkedIn for industry insights, Instagram for behind the scenes fun, Facebook for lively discussions, and YouTube for exclusive video content. Join the community, search Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm on any of these platforms. Hit the follow-up, subscribe button. If you've already a member of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm or a customer, client of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, I implore you, go to Google, go to our business page, leave us a review, let others know about your experience, give us a 5-star rating so others can take part in what we provide to this marketplace. Rick, that's all I got, man.
No, it's been outstanding, man. The lengths that you go to and the commitment that you've made to educate, motivate, and inspire those in the real estate community is something to be commended. And I've been more than impressed with the entire time that we've had the opportunity to work together. I hope everyone in the audience takes the time, save, subscribe, follow, do whatever it takes to become a part of the BND TV movement, become an affiliate with Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. And if you are a licensed real estate professional, reach out to Coach Mike. Schedule an opportunity to talk to him so that he can illustrate for you what it means to be a part of the Brooks & Davis Real Estate family. And with that money back guarantee, I'm sure you'll be more than impressed with not only his commitment, but his drive and what he's willing to do to make sure that everyone that's part of our umbrella and under the Brooks & Davis family umbrella is successful in this real estate space. So thanks a lot for everything that you do, Coach Mike. Before we sign off this week, are there any final words that you'd like to share with our audience in closing?
You know what, man? Finish strong, right? We're we're on the other side of August, bro. Like the year is flying by. Okay. So with that being said, man, this is a great industry to be in. I know there's a lot of rumblings and when it comes to the interest rates and how it's impacting things, when it comes to the NAR settlement and how it's impacting things. But even with all of that, Rick, there's no better career to be a part of. So go out there, be great, make some things shake, and change people's lives, because that's who we are. We're change agents. We change people's world. Be the best that you can be in making it happen.
Absolutely. I agree and I concur wholeheartedly. On behalf of myself, Rick Davis, I'd like to thank CEO Coach Mike, Mr. Michael G. Davis, for signing in with us just like he does for every episode of Monday Night Live. If you need me or Coach Mike in between now and the next episode of Monday Night Live, we're just a text, email, direct message, or a phone call away. Until next Monday night, when we go live for this real estate call-in show, everyone in the audience, please be safe and be blessed.